Stern, American, and CGC is what we're looking at this month in this month's pinball market. All right, I want to point out some things I've been seeing in the trending data over these last 6 months. As you can see, I put up a graph from Pinside of what is going on with the Shadow. I think Shadow gives us a great example of what's going on with the general idea of pinball right now. So as you can see in 2023, pinball peaked at the highest it's been. And it's been a slow decline ever since. Well, rapid decline over a year, year and a half. But we've now hit the last 6 months drive. We have really plateaued out, and those prices are staying average about the same over the last 6 months. So we're going to start expecting to see these prices stay where they are at. I am still seeing a lot of drops on certain games, which we'll get to here in a little bit. But I just wanted to point this out because a lot of people will say in the comments, hey, I can't wait for the pinball market to crash, which then I respond, what does crash mean to you? And people say $4,000 to $5,000. And that's about on average where a lot of the games are landing at, depending on the quality of the game. So just to let you know, this is what I'm seeing right now. And let's move on to the numbers. Lord of the Rings Pro has dropped 5%, going from $9,500 to $9,000 on average right now, with 5 selling in the last month. People are really starting to sell those Lord of the Rings. King Kong Premium is down 11%. That has dropped again since last month, with 4 selling on average for $8,600 and 1 as low as $8,300. Tron Pro is down 11%. That is one that at its peak, if you had an amazing decked out Pro, I saw one sell for $15,000. We are down as low as $7,200 from the peak back in 2023. All right, the up, honestly, like I was saying before, everything's starting to plateau. So there's not really a specific machine I can point at that I've went through the data in the last month to 2 months that is up. It's all just kind of zeros or down at this point. So Stern is still selling right now compared to these other ones I'm going to be explaining here in a second. If you want that new or used game like Star Wars Fall of the Empire, Harry Potter, there might be a rumored game coming out here soon, or 2 or 3, get with Flippin' Out. They'll get you hooked up. And the wonderful thing about like Zach and Nicole and Greg is their customer service is next to none. It is amazing. I love working with those guys, and their used prices are insane. They are doing better than the used market right now. A lot of these numbers I'm getting from the used market, I keep seeing Zach Many with Flipping Out, Z Many Flipping Out, Z Many Flipping Out. Really, go check out their prices. Check out their Facebook page. They keep that all up to date. All right, let's move on to American, which has been very interesting over the last 6 months since the condition of the company is not really well known, and we're not seeing very much with rumors of games being delayed or canceled. What is happening to their backlog right now? Down right now, mind you, like I said, this is over the last 6 months. So this is since April, since I did my numbers in April. Legends of Valhalla is down 4% since April, with one selling as low as $6,800. And that's as good as it gets for American. The next one, Houdini, is down 13%, one selling as low as $4,800. And last but not least, Oktoberfest is down 24% since April, with one selling as low as $4,500. And these 3 games that I just mentioned, Legends of Valhalla, Oktoberfest, and Houdini, are the only American games that are selling on the secondary market right now. I could not find a Barry's Old Barbecue. I couldn't find a Galactic Take Force. They're just not selling. So this is as good as it gets with American. Once again, as far as the ups go, there are no ups with American. It is concerning to see what's going on with them, but hopefully the future holds something better for them. Thanks to our Patreon that support us. And if you want some swag, hit us up at cereballswag.com. All right, let's move on to our final category for the show today. All right, we're going to move into Chicago gaming numbers. These are also from the last 6 months, and the reason being is there's not as many games selling on the used market as there was last year or the year before. My assumption is that because people are not wanting to lose money on these games, and so they'd rather just hold on to it than take a big chunk out of their wallet, right? Some people do need to move these, but a lot of them are just holding on to them. So let's move on to Chicago gaming. Pulp Fiction LE is down right now with 5% over the last 6 months, one selling as low as $8,100. Medieval Madness Royal is down 5%, going from 16.5 down to 15.6 over the last 6 months. And Monster Bash LE is down 7%, but one has sold from $10,000, and on the opposite end of the spectrum, one sold for $14,000. So there is a wide range and gap there. The average is landing about 11.5 right now. We do have some ups with Chicago Gaming Company. It should come as no surprise as Cactus Canyon Special is up 1% over these last 6 months. But what is really crazy about this game is more than 11 have sold on the used market, with a ton flooding the market. My assumption, once again, the new code, people want to get a hold of it, they want to test it out, and I'm hearing great results on this one too. All right, next is up. Monster Bash Special is up 2%, with one selling for $9,700. And last but not least, Monster Bash Classic is up 5%, selling on average for $8,900. A little goofy there. It's funny that the LE has come down in price, but the Classic has went up in price. So that's trying to get a little closer in those averages. If you like our content, hit us up at Loser Kid Pinball Podcast. I appreciate you staying to the end of the show. Will you leave a comment for me? Hit subscribe and like and all that silly jazz. And check out our next episode coming up. See you next month.